Peace. Peace and love, and power. I am Sade Renee L. Thank you for tuning into my channel, and today we're back with another video. So, today I'm actually going to make public, for the record, this judgment lien. Check it out. This is the judgment lien. And again, I'm going to go over it for public record purposes. It has been e-filed already, and I'll get into all of that in just a few moments. So let's start off with this again, Consulate of Morocco. Just let you know I am a consul officer of Morocco in the Nevada State Republic territory. And I do have consular authority to exercise over property, estate, and persons, foreign nationals in this territory. So it reads as follows. I, Sade Renee L., Aboriginal, Moorish American national, and rightful heir. Morocco at North America by Just Sanguinis, in full life, proper persona, sui juris, authorized rep, ex relatone, all capital letters, Sade KELLOGG THARP. So this is a judgment lien. It's an international document. I'm the complainant, and I'm the judgment creditor. And this is verse. Adriana Rincon White, acting as hearing master, 8th Judicial Court, Family Division. Tim Burch, acting as Administrator, Child Family Services, Las Vegas. Joe Lombardo, Sheriff for Clark County, Nevada. Steve Gerson, acting as Clerk of Court, Las Vegas. Nick Petas, bar number 13222, acting as my child's attorney. Michelle Pelino, Nicholas Eason, Shalonda Adams, Tisha Evans, acting as case workers for Child Family Services, Las Vegas. Paya Patel, acting as district attorney. And also, just let you know, counselor jurisdiction and venue established under treaty law per Article 20 and 21 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1836 between United States of North American and Moroccan Empire. Per Article 3, Section 2, Article 6, Clause 2 of the Constitution for the United States of America. All right. So again, for the record, these are all the people. We have Nick Petas, Michelle Pelino, Paya Patel, Shalonda Adams, Nicholas Eason, Tisha Evans, Adriana Rincon White, Steve Gerson, and Joe Lombardo, Tim Burch. All right, so this is the judgment lien. Judgment lien. Notice to agent is notice to principal, and notice to principal is notice to agent. You see I have my security 15 USC 78C parentheses 10. It's a tracker flag. Okay. All right. Notice of lien of judgment is hereby given, and a judgment lien is hereby taken in favor of Sade Renee L., hereinafter lien creditor, and against the property and assets of Joe Lombardo, Sheriff for Clark County, Nevada. Adriana Rincon White, acting as hearing master, magistrate for 8th Judicial Court, Family Division. And Tim Burch, acting as administrator, Child Family Services, Las Vegas. Stephen B.Wolfson, acting as district attorney, hereinafter lien debtors, for default and breach of constitutional and treaty obligations under Article 6, Clause 2 of the Constitution for the United States of North America, and under Articles 6 and 20 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1836 between the United States of North America and the Moroccan Empire, by failing to execute the duty in the writ of Habeas Corpus ad subjecticidium, release order which was duly served upon the lien debtors on December 7th, 2020 via United States Postmaster certified mail with return receipts, article numbers 940 55111 080 368 229 11121 and 940 55111 080 368 229 11268 for Joe Lombardo and Tim Burch, for the purpose of enforcing such treaty obligations for the immediate release of our Moorish national being denationalized and forcibly assimilated under the unconstitutional 14th Amendment U.S. corporate citizenship clause while being unlawfully held hostage for profit under custody of the information of all capital letters, Ashe Divine, Kellogg, THARP, date of birth 8/8/2019, race black. Incorrect. At the Clark County Family Services located at 701 North Pecos Road, Las Vegas, under the custody of the lien debtor, Tim Burch, and there being no answer or clause to the contrary made by any of the lien debtors, it is therefore considered ordered and adjudged that a judgment lien be and the same is hereby entered against the lien debtors. So let me pause on that for a little bit. So again, I sent them this affidavit. It's an affidavit for writ of habeas corpus ad subjecticidium. As you can see, it was actually dated October the 19th. And it was filed by Steve Gerson on the 19th at 2:38 p.m. So it has been filed. Again, notice to principal is notice to agent, and notice to agent is notice to principal. So they have received this release order, a habeas corpus, release the body, Black Law's Dictionary, excuse me. And I'll just read a little bit of this as well. I, Sade Renee L., of lawful age and being first duly sworn upon affirmation, deposes and says, I am a counsel officer of the Consulate of Morocco in the Nevada State Republic. I am vested with the treaty right to exercise consular jurisdiction over the person and property, estate of our Moorish American nationals in the Nevada State Republic territory in accordance with the provisions of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1836 between the United States of North America and the Moroccan Empire. I have firsthand knowledge and information of our Moorish American national, Ashe Divine L., being presently denationalized and held hostage for profit as surety for nom de guerre, all capital letters, Ashe Divine, Kellogg, THARP, date of birth 8/8/2019, race black, in unlawful imprisonment under the custody of acting administrator Tim Burch of the Clark County Family Services Incorporation at the following location, 701 North Pecos Road. I further assert that the unlawful imprisonment was due to the following circumstances. On June 28, 2020, near the corporate Las Vegas, Nevada State Republic, our Moorish American national Ashe Divine L. was arbitrarily detained and eventually kidnapped, denationalized as a civilly dead stateless person, held hostage for profit as surety for all capital letters Ashe Divine, Kellogg, THARP, race black, under the custody of Tim Burch, acting as administrator, Clark County Family Services Incorporation, by several armed highwaymen doing business as policemen, employee contractor of the Foreign Clark County Police Department Incorporation, whom were acting in collusion with a female identified as M. Cardell, doing business as an agent contractor representative for Clark County Family Services Incorporation. As a result, our national Ashe Divine L is presently being held hostage as a prize and deprived of her liberty under color of state law within purview of the plausible 14th Amendment, contrary to and in violation of the supreme law of the land under Article 6, Clause 2 of the Constitution for the United States Republic of North America. All conspirators are foreign hybrid Europeans and stateless persons acting with purview of the plausible 14th Amendment U.S. Corporate Citizenship Clause, because of which this is an international treaty matter which comes under the jurisdiction of the Council of Morocco in the Nevada State Republic. And our national Ashe Divine L is to be immediately released by such consular jurisdiction per Article 6 and 20 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1836 between the United States of North America and the Moroccan Empire, which aver the following. Article 6, in relevant part. If any more, MOOR, not a subject of these dominions shall make prize of any citizens of America or their effects, and bring them into any of the ports of his majesty, they shall immediately be released, as they will be considered under his majesty's protection. Article 20. If any citizens of the United States or any persons under their protection shall have any disputes with each other, the council shall decide between the parties. And whenever the council shall require any aid or assistance from the government to enforce his decisions, it shall immediately be granted to him. Wherefore, this affidavit is issued to jurists in support of the writ of habeas corpus ad subjecticidium and release order according to law, Directed to Tim Burch, acting as Administrator, Clark County Family Services Incorporation, and Joe Lombardo, acting as Sheriff for Clark County, Nevada, commanding that they forthwith release the body of our national Ashe Divine L by treaty obligation pursuant to Articles 6 and 20 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1836 between the United States of North America and the Moroccan Empire, and the stare decisis law in the case Colvrat versus Oregon 366 U.S 187, 194, 81S.CT.922, 1961, which the Supreme Court of the United States stated the following: a state cannot refuse to give foreign nationals their treaty rights because of fear that valid international agreements may possibly not work to the satisfaction of the state authorities. Under the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution, Article 6, Clause 2, state policies must give way to overriding federal treaties and conflicting arrangements. Further, affin saith not. And so this is what we have right here. As you see, I went ahead and signed it in red thumbprint. It has been notarized. It was notarized the date that it was filed, which was October the 19th. And I did resend it. So that's why this one says a different date, because I had filed this online and then I had remailed it out because they act like they didn't get it. So I just resent it. All right. So, yes. All right. So let's get back to my judgment lien. Most of y'all call it a lawsuit, but we do liens, not lawsuits. This is my courts, my land, my shit. All right, getting back to it. It is further ordered and adjudged that the lien creditor shall recover from the lien debtors the judgment as follows: the immediate dismissal with prejudice of case number, without prejudice of case number J20351-056P1, the immediate release and return of Ashe Divine L and any other attachments associated thereto for lack of jurisdiction and fraud. And if they don't want to drop her off, I can go pick her up. I can travel in my conveyance and go pick her up. For the record. All right, so this is what I have here. I have here kidnapping, 10 million. Denationalization under Black Code, 10 million. Human trafficking, 10 million. Deprivation of rights, 10 million. Falsified documents, 10 million. Conspiracy against rights, 50 million. Slavery, 10 million. Slander, 10 million. Genocide, 10 million. Treason, 190 million. Breach of treaty and constitution obligations, 10 million. Total is 330 million in lawful money, .9999 fine, gold, bullion, coins, or bars. Okay? That's the total. 330 mil. 330 million. And I want my gold and silver too. For the record. And also in regards to that, I'll show you this adverment of jurisdiction, this quo warranto that I had sent to the hearing master. As you can see right here, Adriana Rincon Wright. This was sent and certified September the 11th. And I told her that it was $1 million a day for pain and suffering. $1 million a day. A day. A day. It is further ordered and adjudged that this judgment lien shall extend to and cover all property and all to property, real and personal, corporeal and incorporeal, of the lien debtors and their spouses, their heirs, your kids too. Yep, your kids as well. Their heirs, your future children, successors, and assigns as long as this judgment lien is not fully satisfied. And the property and to the property of the lien debtors shall include, but shall not be limited to the following: any oaths of office, public surety bonds, lands, common property, community property, intellectual property, commercial property, automobiles, boats, aircrafts, bank accounts, future earnings, wages, and pensions. Future earnings, wages, and pensions. It is ordered and adjudged that the said property of the lien debtors may be levied upon any time by the lien creditor or by any counsel agent of the Consulate General of Morocco at the Nevada State Republic, acting on behalf of and in the interest of the lien creditor, and such property shall be held as security until this judgment lien is fully satisfied. It is further ordered and adjudged that if this judgment lien is not fully satisfied by the lien debtors within 30 days from the received date of this judgment lien by the lien creditor, Sade Renee L., then the lien debtors forfeit all of their property unto the lien creditor under this judgment lien in accordance with the amendment, section 12 of the Constitution for the United States of North America, which aver the following: the traffic in slaves with Africa is hereby forever prohibited on pain of death, and the forfeiture of all rights and property of persons engaged therein, and the descendants of Africans shall not be citizens. It is ordered and adjudged that this collusive action and proceedings taken under color of law within purview of the 149th Amendment by the lien debtors in case number J2035156P1 in the records of 8th Judicial Court Family Division and Corporation, including any alleged judgments and orders attached thereto, are unconstitutional, notwithstanding, null and void, and are unenforceable for lack of jurisdiction and fraud per stare decisis law in the case Elliott v. Pearsall 26U.S.328,340/1828, where the Supreme Court of the United States decided the following: courts are constituted by authority, and they cannot act beyond the power delegated to them. And going back to this, no response. No response. What? Lien. They are not voidable, but simply void. Her judgment is void, and form no bar to a remedy sought in opposition to them, even prior to a reversal. They constitute no satisfaction, and all persons executing such judgments or sentences are considered in law trespassers. This judgment lien may be amended at any time to add any additional relevant persons as a lien debtor, because I am going to start adding more people. You can be a party to the matter. You get a lien, you get a lien, you get a lien, you get a lien. They all get liens. They all get liens. Done and ordered. I declare and affirm by virtue of divine law, under the Zodiac Constitution and the United States Republic Constitution 1791, and upon the honor of my foremothers and forefathers, that the foregoing default judgment and affidavit is true and correct. Signed, thumbprint. Cited authorities: consular jurisdiction and venue under Article 20 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1836, in force 1837, between the United States of North America and the Moroccan Empire. Supremacy clause under Article 6, Clause 2 of the Constitution for the United States of North America 1791. Diversity of nationality case under Article 3, Section 2 of the Constitution for the United States of North America, 1791. Cograp versus Oregon 366 U.S. 187, 194, 81. S.CL 922 1961. A state cannot refuse to give foreign nationals their treaty rights of fear that valid international agreements may possibly not work completely to the satisfaction of state authorities. Under the Supremacy Clause of the United States Constitution, Article 6, Clause 2, state policies must give way to overriding federal treaties and conflicting arrangements. Next, First National Bank versus Terry, 103 CALAPP.501, 285P.336, 377. Full faith and credit clause of the Constitution, U.S. Article 4, 1, requires that foreign judgment be given such faith and credit as it had by law or of state origin. Next, Senate versus Family Finance 395 U.S. .337 349 1968. The ability to place a lien upon a man's property, such as to temporarily deprive him of its beneficial use, without any judicial determination of probable cause, dates back not only to medieval times, but also to Roman fouls. And a side note on that, you know, the provost marshal, right? So back in the days, the provost marshal and even the bailiff, from my understanding, when we had, you know, the court system, whatnot, as Moors and stuff, if a person lied on stand, they'd shoot them right there. On sight. On sight. Off with their head. Treason. This has been notarized. It was notarized today, January the 11th, 2021. And this page was intentionally left blank, page 9 of 9. All right, so I just wanted to go over that for the record. Judgment lien, again, anybody could be a party of the matter. The foster parents are actually next on my list to become parties of the matter. So they can count their days. And other than that, again, I thank you for tuning in. I just want to put for the record my judgment lien. Notice the principal is notice the agent, and notice the agent is notice the principal. $330 million. $1 million a day. You're on the clock. You on the clock. And again, thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, donate, spread the word. Because again, these are my natural birthrights. I birthed her. Okay, nothing supersedes common and nature's law. Period. Nothing. I am the law. I am the government. I am the divine creator. And again, thank you for tuning into my channel. I appreciate your time and energy. Until next time, because my next video is going to be about treason. Well, actually, I got a few more videos to do, but I'm going to do a video about treason caught on camera pretty soon, because I caught them on camera committing treason. And I'll be making a video about that to expose everyone. I love you. I mean it. Peace and love. Shout out to Noble Jurali. CM Bay. And until next time, again, thank you for your time. Peace and love. Peace, love, and power. And Islam. Peace.